Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you. You're here on a good day. It's Sarah's birthday week.
And I picked out this soap from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements to celebrate.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. We're so grateful you're here, especially on Sarah's birthday week. If you happen to be here during the live premiere, why? Join the Whip Pack. Join the live chat. It's a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out, and they'd love to meet you, too, and know what you're shaving with this week.
And for our mention today, this is kind of a new brush, or at least a new version of a brush from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements we found.
This is my OG, the Atomic Rocket. It's still on every graphic we use, I think, for the Barbershop Duet, and I noticed that this little guy snuck on the PAA website with very little fanfare. So let's have a grown-up conversation about knots, y'all. This is called the hybrid knot. So it kind of looks like more of a bulb than a fan, and it's kind of a combination of the two. This is a traditional fan knot. So see the top part, how this looks a little bit more like a light bulb and this looks a little bit more like a fan? That's the idea. So y'all, they have different feels on the face. They behave a little bit differently, making the lather. It's a matter of preference, but I like having them both because it helps give this a little longevity so I can kind of spread out the love.
Make the first brush last.
One of my all-time favorite shaving brushes to this day. It does a fantastic job, y'all. And what's our soap today?
So after going through the whole Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements website and my love of bay rums, there were a lot to pick from. But I finally, after going through, decided that this is the one that I wanted to get to finish off our summer fun and make sure I had it in the den so we could enjoy it while the sun was still out. So we have our coconut bay rum with lime. There were some other fruity ones, but I decided that this is the one that just felt like I needed to open this one first. So,
ooh, y'all, and she was wearing bay gum last night. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
A magnet to the ladies, yet a repellent to the scurvies. Read this not as love nor medical advice.
Love advice!
Another classic Phoenix shaving scent that seems to have accumulated quite a cult following over the years. Nice. The origin of this scent is a bit foggy to me, but I do believe it was a customer many years back that asked me to consider adding some coconut to my bay. A tip that didn't take much arm twisting. So a big thanks to him.
Y'all, bay gum was created because somebody reached out to Douglas and said, hey, I was wearing your Atomic Age and I was chewing juicy fruit.
And
y'all,
voila.
if you have ideas, reach out to your artisans. Tends
Apparently
to do some
this
good.
bay rum can have some fun twists on it.
And
then there was my addition of lime, some citrusy goodness surfing on the top of it all with a hint of chamomile. Here comes the sun. Okay, well there we go.
I love it, and I love that we still have pineapple bay rum and
we've got a lot
bay
still.
rum. Y'all, we are just in the middle of Mr. Smythe's bay rum goodness,
Very
but
true.
I'm excited because not all of them are the Atomic Age.
Right, I was
Some of
noticing
them
that.
branch off into other directions, and none of them have any clove that I'm aware of.
Right.
And a little bit different for a bay rum. So y'all, that's part of what makes this one beloved from PAA. Let's unbox it. We bought 4 sets, y'all, and the postman had to use a spotter. So let's see if we can find this. So this is, you didn't see Nano Bread. That's, you didn't see Aloha Smackdown.
Nope, not the one.
Nope, that was, okay, so it's gotta be this one, all right.
There we go. Okay.
Oh,
wow, that was rough.
I gotta come a little bit clean here because growing up, I never had any crushes on any movie stars or anything except one, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. So I don't know if that tells you anything, but I had very little luck with her. So I'm excited, and you get to have a birthday first impression! So before we dive into this, what is it about Mr. Smythe's Bay Rum that particularly blows your skirt up?
I still haven't figured it out, and I think that's what I actually like about it.
Right.
It's not one, like, I know we have this conversation with certain ones that'll strike a memory and I don't think it's a memory,
right.
But I think there's something in the scent that when we started the shaving world, we weren't sure what we were going to be facing. It's not like we walked into a store and smelled any of these, you know, like it's just whatever shows up and we take a whiff. So there is something about that scent journey that has been fun. But the Atomic Aged Bay Rum, I just assumed would be more of like a masculine kind of thing.
That was our first Bay Rum.
But it somehow rocked my socks in a way that I understand now when people are like, okay, nope, get it. That's my new scent.
Yeah.
Like it was the first time that really kind of happened to me. And what was even more odd to me was when I put it on, how I liked how it smelled on me.
True.
Again, unexpected. So I think it's just, you know, I really thought there was always like the perfumey side, the cologne-y side, like masculine, feminine kind of sense. And I liked that this one wasn't for me. It really just kind of brought me back to like, no, do you like how it smells? Great, use it. Totally. So that's where I'm at, I think.
And our first week on the show, we were talking to an artisan who said, I don't do Bay Rums because Douglas at PAA figured them out. That's way better than I could ever do. Y'all, are you kidding me? And I love that. I love when artisans tip their hat to when true work has been done by another, you know? Just kind of makes this world a little bit more warm and fuzzy for me.
I think for me, the reason I went with this one, because as you can see, there's lots of other Bay Rums that they offer at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and I had quite a challenge picking through because we're in summer now, so I kind of wanted to go with more of the summery ones. There's like a pineapple.
Right, yeah, but nope. I think you're good here. So, I think you take the lime and the coconut, and there's something you're supposed to do with it. Right.
And we did have a straight up lime that we did from Sterling, and then I didn't realize that they had the sci-fi lime that's coming back out too. So I'm guessing that might be side of this limey thing, but the creaminess of the coconut to me, because I was a big Space Nog fan, and that creaminess with the rum, unexpected. I'm wondering if the coconut kind of sweeter, creamier side with the rum might be the summer version of what the Space Nog for me was for.
There's one way to find out. All right, you get to go first. Here we go.
I know right now Bay Gum is kind of like my summer one, but I think that could just be up for funsies whenever you want one too. Like, I don't know.
Hopefully that's going to be a perennial.
Right.
So far it doesn't look like that's going to be going away with the summer collection. So
but let's see if this could be more my summer kind of vibe for my Bay Rum jams here.
I live with a PAA Bay Rum expert, so I just want to see what her eyes do when she takes this in. All right, here we go.
This one's not atomic. This I think is right. I think this is just another
a different sort of Bay Rum.
We're about to find out. I am not sure yet,
but we go.
There's our lovely pour. Okay. Oh, fun.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, not the Atomic Aged Bay Rum.
Okay.
More like a bay leaf kind of
I was going to say,
side.
how do you know? What's different?
I think it's more like a bay leaf side.
Gotcha. Okay.
I do really like the label now that I'm seeing it. Like, I do get like a white sandy beach.
Oh.
Like, it's a simple scent.
Yeah.
More than I was expecting, because Atomic Age has a lot of herbies and different other things in here.
It does.
So this one's actually more like I don't want to say condensed, but you really get the bay scent on its own.
Right.
Where the other ones, there's a lot fighting in there for some whiffs here.
Right.
But
does this say Bay Rum or does it just say Bay?
It does. It just says coconut bay with lime.
We have figured something out, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a Bay Rum.
No, but so it's gentle because it is almost. Why is the rum gone?
That's where the rum's gone. The rum's gone, Sharon.
I'm on that island.
Right,
There's something about that coolness in the air happening.
I'm so glad you picked this now. I'm so glad, because this is not a Bay Rum. It's just a coconut bay.
And I don't know how this is happening, but it's to me, there is something white in here.
Oh.
Almost a solstice-y rock.
Shut up, really?
Yeah, but I think that's more like the sandy. That's why I'm thinking, like, why is the rum gone beach? Because it's like white sand. Like, there's something raw in this scent. Like, I almost get like an old dock. You know, like when you see a petrified wood that kind of comes up, I'm getting something like that texture here.
Well, kind of where this little movie might be taking place. Look at the cover, right? Kind of two worlds coming together. Part of your world, and Ariel.
The lime in here is very fun. It's just something like a little crisp at the end.
Nice.
It's not lime forward. I'm getting it more at the end. So I'm getting like a bay into a creamy white stone with a little lime. Maybe the outside of the coconut, like the actual skin.
Right.
Like there's something very raw and real about this scent that I was not expecting.
That's why I'm excited. I didn't know Douglas made a bay that wasn't the rum part.
I mean,
so
we'll
now
have to
I can
read,
just experience the Caribbean Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, because we had so many stuff that had pineapple stuff going on
Right.
that we had just got, so I really wanted to try and find the other side. And this is actually less sweet, which I kind of appreciate.
No
because
kidding.
I think the bay gum is so fun and sweet and candy-ish,
and
you know?
bay gum is just about as sweet as you can get. It's fabulous. Don't
And
get me wrong, but that's like our
there's-
sweetest soap, I think.
Like, we were just talking about going up to my parents' cabin, and there's something in this of like a raw, in the nature vibe that I'm getting that's super fun.
So, like, how far up did this blow your skirt? Like, where are we talking here?
Well, so I wasn't expecting to, like, I didn't have high expectations. Like, I wasn't putting it on a pedestal.
Right,
I
well,
just
sure.
wanted to be surprised by it.
Right.
But I am completely surprised. Like, I think where I vibe to go to Solstice instead,
Right.
I, like, where you put that on a lot and, like, just that calming vibe,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to jump towards this one.
Nice.
Like, there's something real and
Right.
raw and, like, almost in what I get when I smell Alphine. Like,
Right,
there's something in
right.
that kind of in
Yup.
this one, too.
Because a Tombstone and Solstice, they wake up something primal for me, comforting and primal. But absolutely, Alphine does that for her. And
Right.
this is the other thing that's going to do that. And I love that you said this is not sweet, because all three of the things on the label denote a sweetness.
I get more
Bay,
the creamy
coconut,
realness.
lime. Right.
Yeah, and then I think the lime is just freshening it up to me. It's not like a candied lime. It's like I just squeezed the lime
Yep.
out.
Y'all, what I love best about PAA is that I can set my expectations as high as I want. I can turn on every ounce of my imagination to try to figure out exactly what this is gonna smell like based on the set notes.
And
And I
nice
am
sales page.
always
Yep.
wrong. It is always 10 times better than I could have expected. And none of them are anything like each other. So that's, even the bay rums are
Right.
so different. This isn't even a rum.
Well,
this is just the bay.
it's fun because I really did kind
Rum.
of pick this one out. So I'm curious to see what you think because that's like, okay, let me just pick something.
All right, here we
See
go.
what you get.
This is why we march our soaps in and sing Onward Christian Soldiers at the end of the episodes. That's why. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Maybe a little vanilla?
Like raw and rustic. I don't know. See what words come to mind. I'm
Here
very
we go.
curious. Oh, it was a good whiff. Long whiff. Do you see what I meant now?
Y'all,
He needs a minute.
let's have a grown-up conversation. Both of our grandparents wore Old Spice. I just got my Cold Spices EDP
Yep.
from PAA in the mail this week, and I loved putting it on. Y'all, for me,
Okay.
if you had to build a natural version of Old Spice, like not the same,
Okay.
but a similar lane of spice, a similar lane of sweet, a similar lane of masculine, a similar lane of sophistication. If you were trapped on a desert island in the Caribbean
Yep.
and you had to rebuild something that resembled Old Spice to you, y'all, I bring you glad tidings of great joy. This, for me, hits that place. Hold on.
That's why I said I'm on the Why is the One Gone Island. Like I'm there.
And here's what I love best. This is a magic trick. So this starts... Yo, put this in the comments if you've experienced this. This starts as coconut and bay, and then the lime comes in and goes, and then all three of those in the middle of the whiff come together and form like an Old Spice accord.
Ah.
Y'all, but it doesn't happen in the first whiff. It happens deep in it. It happens at the very end that these come together. Well, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. You have to smell for at least 8 seconds, but at
Okay.
the very, very end, are you getting a little bit of that beautiful cinnamony Old Spice sort of sense to it? Okay, so you ready? So
Okay.
exhale. Shh. Okay, so we're going to take it in. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I see what you're talking about. Like what my brain is almost interpreting as like a deep woodsy kind of thing.
Yes.
I think that like is actually the bay leaf, but like crumbling apart.
Right,
Do you know
right.
like that
Yes.
kind of barky kind of vibe?
So, y'all, what if
Yeah.
this was what Old Spice was endeavoring to create from the very beginning?
What if
Was a
this is the
fabulous coconut
summer
bay
version?
line? Oh!
Like the island version, not on the boat, but the island version of Cold Spice.
Only we had some real Shelton formula
Right,
Old
of
Spice
only.
to smell.
That's
if
why it
only we
lives here.
had this. All right, here we go.
Thanks,
Ready?
Grandma, for finding
This
it.
is the Grandpa Rice whiff. All right, on 3. 1, 2. Y'all.
Huh.
Y'all! I am not wrong about this. Hold on. Are you getting some crazy similarities?
I see what you're saying. I did not get that with my first whiff.
No.
But I can see why your brain took you there. Because if I had to right, we're on the island, y'all. See, it's happening. I'm getting a place and a location where I think if I had to tell my brain to flip it and put it in an aftershave zone made with real raw items that were right next to me, that would be here.
And that's my point. That is exactly my point. This is like exactly the same sort of idea made with completely different stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think this was meant to sort of be doing what this is doing organically, and I can't handle it. Can I please look at the set notes?
If you could be summer spices, I feel like that would be kind of where it's taking you.
I know this is your birthday soap. I feel so bad about stealing it all, but I'm going to.
Okay, but
so
let's just see where our actual scent pile takes us.
Real scent notes. So here's the list, y'all. Starting with.
Oh, look, we missed this top row. Can bay rum get sexier? In parentheses, yes, bay rum is considered sexy. There you go.
Down at the bottom, there's an asterisk, and it says "at least in my book." Right, and we have read his book. It's called Fresco.
Coconut, which is expected, is on the cover. West Indian Bay,
which
is on the cover.
Pays it off.
Spices.
Figure it out.
So maybe those could be.
Old Spice?
Yeah.
Spices, maybe.
Right.
That's what I think.
I'm not going to say you're wrong. And then we have our lime.
Love it.
Sweet, creamy, and slightly exotic smell. Exotic is a good word. I was using like raw and rustic, but exotic I think is what I was trying to get out there.
And you know, more exotic than aquatic. Can I say that out loud? Because I know we've got our Blue de Chanel homage.
But
We've got like kind of those things.
Yeah.
Not an aquatic in those senses at all. I don't get a blue sense. I get a spicy Caribbean sense.
And I get like a white color in my mind.
Yes, this next sentence is very apropos.
Slightly exotic smell of coconut wrapped in a jolly Roger of tropic spices with a playful, citrusy, limey top note. Right? We're on an adventure, y'all.
I'm not saying that's recreating this. That's what Cold Spices is for.
No.
I think this is going back to sort of help demonstrate what the original inspiration for this would have been. There's a sailor on this. There's a boat on this.
Right, there's a sailor on
It's not a North Atlantic smell. It's meant to be the smell of a sailor in the Caribbean. And all of those beautiful natural herbs and spices that surround him. Y'all. So not that these are like recreating each other. No, but I think these come from the same place of inspiration.
Right. And those adjectives that they use, sweet, creamy, and slightly exotic, explain this scent perfectly. Because it's not too sweet, and it's not too exotic and spicy, and it's not too, like, limey coming through. And the cream in there is just enough. Like, everything is really blending well.
This is beautiful. I can't lay out this, so we do need to make a lather. I'm going to let you do it.
Yes, we do. We have things to do.
It's your birthday. Let's do this right here. Hold on a second.
There's something
That's
magic
all we're going to
happening.
use, y'all. There we go. We're going to push this into our HC&C bowl here so you can see the magic being done. And this is our brand new atomic rocket with the fan. Not just your review of the bell. Look at that.
I mean, so far, I haven't found a bay rum that I don't like, so that's fun.
Right.
But I this was not what I pictured in my mind, and I love that even more because it's so real and so raw, and that rusticy kind of part
I don't know
is
if I should
getting me.
feel a little threatened. I usually wore Le Mail by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I did not wear anything near a bay rum, but apparently that's what she likes.
Well, maybe I like it on me. I don't know.
Right. There you go.
Like that might be the twist, unexpectedly.
That makes sense. And the scurvies, y'all, from the sales page. Scurvy was a disease that you would get if you lacked vitamin C. It was a pretty simple solution. You would just bring a big barrel of oranges on board with you on the boat. But before they figured that out, it was like, hey, how come we all get like crazy sick at sea after a few months?
Well,
you need vitamin C.
Isn't it funny though? I thought I'd miss that there is no rum vibe.
I know.
But I don't miss it at all.
Well, I'm glad we figured that out because at the very beginning we were calling this a bay rum at the beginning
we are
of the
liars. We
Y'all,
are wrong.
it's just the bay. There's no rum in this. And I think that's part of why we're loving this so much is just to be able to experience it separately. This is literally turning into butter. Y'all, this is beautiful. So if you are unaccustomed to watching the Phoenix lather on a face, we bring you Glad Tidings of Great Joy because we're going to start doing that on the show. We're not going to do shaving, but we do realize that we really do watch when the lather goes on the face on the Ohio Shaves videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's how this... y'all, are you kidding me with this Phoenix? Look at the peaks. Look,
it's
peak,
happening.
Peak.
The new brush is very happy.
Y'all, it's just a phenomenal lather
What is
and
that,
a great friend in my shave cabinet.
Dry rock scent. Do you get that?
You were right about Solstice.
There's some. I don't think it's the same thing, but if there's something recreating like what the sand would be, like, you with me?
The more you think you're going to smell something simple, the more you're usually taken on a grand adventure. Usually that's when the ground falls out from underneath you and you start going down the slide.
But I think that's what's nice about this one, that it is just the bay. It's not the atomic aged bay rum with all those other spices going on.
And it's not trying to be a bay rum.
It's just that scent itself,
Right.
which makes the other stuff bounce off of it in a new cool way.
And I love that the bay is not being met with something like slightly boozy. It's being met with something just as charming as cinnamon without it being cinnamon. What is that?
And I have to say, my grandma would use bay leaves with cooking, and I didn't know that that's what that, or was
Right.
it like one time one of her soups, she didn't take it out, and I
Right.
took a bite, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
I would have never thought I'd be sitting in front of you telling you that I love bay, but there we are.
And I don't think that bay is a far cousin from the Caribbean bay that's in here.
Yeah.
I think I kind of can sense that they're kind of the same sort of, almost a Chypre kind of a sense to it.
So if you're someone that you smell like the bay rums, it's too many spices for you, like there's just a lot going on.
Right.
This
Or
is
it's too masculine.
Right. This is a wonderful simplified version. Or, you don't want the rum vibes. Same thing. There's no rum. The rum is gone.
It's just so beautiful. It is almost floral. It is almost floral, which makes sense because the coconut and the lime tree both have a flower.
But I'm sitting on an island. Like I'm unmistakably like
On a
in
beach.
a coastal vibe.
On a dock. I think you were
Yep.
right. I can kind of get a sense of the
Something-
sweet rotting wood.
Right,
on
or
the
like a
dock
boat
itself.
that fell apart next to you. Like there's just something real and rustic. I'm either on the Why is the Rum Gone Island, or on Tom Sawyer Island, or on
Which they're closing down at Disney World. Yeah, you can't go on the March 20 anymore. We live walking distance from San Francisco Bay.
Yeah, we could just roll down the hill.
Y'all, the smell of sweet decay is a part of that Bay experience. And there's something even hinting at that sweetness.
right, and that like driftwood kind of smell.
Right,
It's just different.
She's so smart. And y'all, I don't think we are at all prepared for this splash, but we're going to have to take this a little bit deeper. I'm letting her pick out all our PAA soaps going forward. This is phenomenal. It's just you don't expect like one of your maybe top 5 favorite Phoenix soaps to come out of the clear blue like this.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little stressing. I'm not gonna lie, trying to pick like which one do I want, and I'm actually really glad this one is not anything like what I thought.
Oh, we got the new orifice.
Oh, you're right. I didn't think about it.
This is new. So if you
Can I
have
see?
seen me peel off the top of the aftershave stickers, it sometimes
It's
is
not
hilarious.
anymore.
But yeah, this is a
I
new
don't know
thing.
if they can see, but it's a
like
thing, I swear.
Yeah, it's like a little plastic plug that goes in the top of your aftershave. I'm not sure if you're supposed to keep it in there. Probably not, right? It probably just is there for
Well,
shipping.
let's see.
Yeah. If you keep the washers on your razor, you probably want to.
You're probably that crew that keeps
probably
this.
that.
Oh, okay.
She's gone for it. She's not even going to share. Okay, thank you.
So, but I think I had mentioned Space Nog, and there's something that creamy vibe.
You are so right.
It's woodsy. It's much more woodsy, but that creamy coconutty thing takes me in for a summer version
I'm
of Space Nog.
so happy about this, y'all, because look, to tell a family secret,
Oh, you smell too?
I dive into that Space Nog tub on a daily basis. It is one of my favorite whiffs in all of wet shaving.
We're counting down for the holidays
y'all,
just for one of those.
If we were just to subtly take the Christmas out
Right?
of Space Nog, welcome to summer, y'all.
Well,
Christmas
we are
in
here.
August. This is incredible. I am so happy to have this because it is. It is everything that's charming about Space Nog.
Right?
Without the Christmas charm, it's more of a summer charm.
It's like the creamy milk from the coconutty side now.
It does have sort of a lactonic, but it's done in coconut.
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
Good job, me. I was wondering if that would happen, but I didn't want to assume just in case.
Whoa.
But that's why instead of going with the pineapple-y side, I went with the coconutty
Yes.
bay because I was just thinking like, oh, I wonder if this is how they could be friends.
And for those Whiff Pack members, I know this sounds awfully gourmand, but y'all, nope, no, this is way more the old spice lane for me than it is anything that would be on a little platter in your table.
I think the lime at the end is what flips it for me. I think
yeah.
that's what keeps it from getting too sweet or too creamy, and it just has enough of that like, and you know, like when you take a cold, refreshing drink, and at the end of it, you just, I feel like that's the version in the smell.
Every Coca-Cola commercial from the 80s ended with that
there
same
you
sound,
go.
right?
That's she likes it.
Right. What is that?
I don't know. Just like we don't have words. We just have to say it.
This is the personification of that sound. What does the soap smell like? That's
There we
what
are.
it smells like.
We are now a Coca-Cola commercial.
And we're there, right. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be sailing along, minding your own business. Well, over there at about 3 o'clock, you're going to see a group of mermaids next to those rocks and those white caps. Well, they're going to be singing a song. They're going to be trying to get you over there. Maybe even something about a lime and a coconut and shaking it all up. But if you do go over there, make sure you're wearing something like this because you need to impress them, and you got your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful.
All right, y'all, I am back from my birthday shave with Coconut Bay with lime, and it was glorious, a wonderful lather. It really just was never ending, I gotta say. And the splash, I find myself going back to often. It really does feel like the summer version of Space Nog somehow. Like I could almost drink it. I don't know, but I've been enjoying it, and I'm really glad we found this. It isn't the normal Bay rum. It's just Bay, which is actually super fun. So I will definitely be back to use this soon. Welcome to Messages!
Hey y'all, so over on Instagram, we have our In Conversation series, where on a Sunday night, we will just log in with one of the artisans or one of the community members and just have a nice long conversation about shaving soaps and life and whether or not they've seen a ghost.
That's true.
And coming up near Halloween, we are going to have Douglas and Fran on our In Conversation series together and in costume. So stay tuned for that and go check us out on Instagram if you do such things.
I don't know how, but it's the perfect amount of the little creamy sweet with the lime zest at the end that it just makes me smile and want to sing the song about coconuts. I just want to say.
Yo, when I walk into Pirates of the Caribbean and that carefully crafted musty scent hits my nose and I just surrender to it, I am having the same experience with this. There is just something so perfectly balanced in this that my whole body just surrenders to it and relaxes when I smell it. I'm not sure how they did it, but I bet your Fran's nose might have had a little something to do with it too.
So I'm actually really glad we didn't do our shorts about our Pirates of the Caribbean now, because I feel like this one is when they're on the island, and we got to be able to add this to the list.
Yes, we are reinventing smell-o-vision on our shorts, y'all, and nominating a few soaps that you might want to smell along with your favorite movies, so check those out too.
What
But
other ones should we do with Pirates of the Caribbean?
Because
Because this
one
is
that's got mermaids in it, we could do that too. Or even Little Mermaid, we could even go crazy.
Yeah, you know, we just get totally crazy here. Okay, well, I'm actually very glad with my decision that I went for the Coconut Bay with lime. It is not going to only be for summer. I now that you mentioned all the classic aftershave kind of vibe that you were getting to, like we are going to vibe towards this. But if I can't use my Space Nog just yet, I think this is going to be the next new winner.
Exactly.
That
I'm
same
enjoying
lane.
her birthday more than mine, y'all.
So don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell way better just watching this.